This is a memorial gift that I'm working on. Some family members had their dearest pet pass away over the weekend, and I wanted to do something special for them. And a personalized wooden name I thought would be just perfect. So I'm getting her name out and getting it where it needs to be, squishing the letters together. We're not going to do tips and tricks of Inkscape today. If you've seen my past videos, I've showed you how to do this where you get all of the words attached, the lettering attached, so you can use the scroll saw appropriately and you can still see it. So I didn't want to spend a lot of time on that. Where my focus was going to be on today is more on how do you find a good representation of the dog that you're going to carve into your wood, and it's going to be a memory for whoever you're giving this gift to. Look at her. Oh my goodness. You just have to try and find something that really will work for that and what represents her the best. So these are a few that I found, and none of them were really grabbing at me. I'm like, is this going to work? Yeah, it doesn't quite fit. So I thought I better Google different silhouettes of dogs. I think I found an image that does her justice. Hopefully when I carve it out on the scroll saw, it will still represent her and bring a special moment in their hearts. Let's talk scroll saw blades. For most of my projects, I use, can you read that? Now there are many types of blades that you can choose from. I couldn't find any really great pictures to show you, but I choose to use the reverse skip because of the dig outs that come on Baltic birch, and also when you're actually working on the scroll saw, it could bounce up at you if you didn't use the reverse skip. Well, at least that's how I feel, is every once in a while when I've used a different blade, it goes blah. That's the technical term. You probably already know this, but reverse skip means some of the teeth are facing down and some are facing up, which prevents your wood popping up at you. You might be able to see this a little bit better. So this is a size 5, which I use on most of my projects, the Baltic birch projects in particular, because that splits because of the type of wood. But I also am able to use the size 5 on my 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch hardwood pieces. But I have a few pieces that I've done that are like 1 inch to 2 inches, so then I'm going up to a size 12 blade. But still, same with the reverse skip to keep all of the shards from staying in place, keeping your wood flat against the table. It overall improves the project. Somebody needs some attention. Say hello to my cat. Yeah, she's mad. There's a few things to keep in mind when you're on the scroll saw. Speed is a factor, how fast you have your blade moving. The slower you go, the more chance you're going to have of things burning. Though for me, too fast, I feel like I'm a little out of control, especially when I'm trying to do the fur there, wiggling it like that to make it look like fur of a dog. That really needs a different, slower speed for me. There's also parts of this where when you're whooshing around some of these swoopy letters, you got to remember to stop, pull back, and then go forward so you don't have lots of marks in the wood where you're sawing. So that's another thing to keep in mind when you're using your speed, is can you navigate the letters. Finished cutting this out on the lathe. Looks pretty good. It's not wobbly, so that means the bottom is even. But if you take a close look, you see all that white there? That's where I had to eyeball extra because it didn't turn out even from Inkscape. I don't know how that is. And I'm also trying to decide if I need to cut a hole right there, or is the dog just going to blend into the Y. Mop sanding the edges and making sure that the places I was all squiggly, technical term again, actually looks like fur versus, whoa, she really went offline there. I'm really pleased with how this turned out. It just fits her so well. I like how it looks. Now I got to prep it for shipping. I typically saran wrap the piece to a piece of cardboard and then put it into a box. That way when it gets thrown around, it won't break.